Those that are joining in, we're going to give it a couple more minutes. I have 10:01 on my clock, but we'll give it a couple more minutes. Give people an opportunity to log in, log on.
Okay.
I see Stan there. Good morning, Stan. How you doing?
Muted.
Like I said, good morning to everyone that just logged on, but we'll give it a few more minutes just in case someone's a bit tardy.
Does the meeting have an ID number?
Yes, it does.
What would that be?
I can look it up. One second. Mm. It is 899
Okay, 899
34
34
49
9
73
3.
97. That's good.
Here, just in case.
All right, I think we're about ready to start. I see about 10:05 on my clock. So we are scheduled to start at 10 o'clock. So people join in, they can join in a little bit later. But again, this is webinar is being recorded and it will be placed on the city's website. So if you need to rewatch it, or you're talking to your neighbors or your a local business that you enjoy here in Los Alamitos, you could tell them to log on to the city's website and check out the webinar. Okay, but we're going to begin. Okay. So good morning, everyone. This is the webinar for the Los Al Bucks program. Let's flip to the next slide, please, Maria. I am Ron Noda. I am the Development Services Director, and today I have Michelle Mueller, who is our Management Analyst, and Alicia Booth, who is our Economic Development Supervisor. They will be joining in and discussing with you guys today some details about the Los Al Bucks program. But before we begin, I'd like to convey my gratitude to the team here in Development Services, Michelle, Alicia, and the rest of them. They've been doing most of the legwork on the Los Al Bucks program, so I want to say thank you to them. Today, we're going to go over the Los Al Bucks program, who receives it, where you can use your bucks, the start end dates, information for residents, and of course, there are going to be information for businesses as well. Could we go to the next slide, please? All right, so about the Los Al Bucks program, our city council has approved the use of monies that the city received through the American Rescue Plan Act, or the ARPA monies, for the Los Al Bucks program to promote local shopping while creating community connectivity. All right. I think some of you are aware, but we're getting into the holiday season, and there's an annual day, which is a Saturday after Thanksgiving, November 27th, where annually it's Small Business Saturday, where we encourage residents and community members to shop local. Again, shopping local this holiday season and all year round is vital because small businesses are the foundation of our local economy. And again, our city council has authorized the use of the ARPA money to promote local shopping and to promote support businesses, and of course give Los Al residents a connectivity to the businesses as well. So residents will receive through the mail, okay, again, Los Alamitos residents will receive through the mail early November their Los Al bucks. And the Los Al bucks will be about $50. They'll come in $10 increments. And again, you can use it at a participating Los Alamitos business. Los Al bucks will be used between Wednesday, November 10th and Sunday, December 19th. And again, we will go over the details about that. But again, I encourage you guys to spread the word. Look for your Los Al bucks in the mail. And again, use it locally to support local business. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, I believe this is information for residents, so I will hand it over to Michelle.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you again for joining us today. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into some information that will assist residents advising about the program and how it works. So to start, let's talk about how to use your Los Al bucks. Essentially, the total purchase at a business, the value will always be greater than the Los Al buck that's being spent. So what does that mean? So you have the ability as a resident to decide if you want to use the $10, if you want to use 20, 30, that's at your discretion per a certain transaction at a business. Let's just say that you went to business A and you spent $20 worth of Los Al bucks. The minimum amount for that transaction has to be $30. If you wanted to use 30, then the minimum for that transaction will have to be $45. So there will always be a minimum amount that has to be spent at a business in order to use a certain amount of a Los Al buck. So like I said, you can use them at your discretion. You don't have to use all 5 at one business. You can use 2 at one, 3 at the other. That's your choice, but it has to be used at a business that is participating in the program. Also, you'll see in this chart that there's a description of values that go above $50. So in situations that could apply to that would be, let's just say 2 neighbors decided to go to a restaurant and have dinner, and that total check came up to, I don't know, let's say $100. So neighbors can combine their bucks at that visit, which would obviously amount to a minimum amount for the transaction of $150. So how would you know if a business is participating? Next week, we will release a list of the businesses that have already enrolled in the program, and we will update that list weekly. It'll be on our city website, on all of our social media platforms, and we will also distribute via email to members that are subscribed. Also, we have a secondary mailing list to businesses so that they also know which neighbors are participating in that program. In addition to that, we are also distributing a sticker, as you can see on the right-hand side, that's similar to the Los Al buck. The only difference is it says spend your Los Al bucks here, participating business. Each business will be provided with one of these, and they will be able to display it at the entrance of their business to help identify their participation. If you happen to go to a business that doesn't have one, you're always able to walk in and ask the business, or you can always check our website or contact the city for clarification or information about what other businesses may have enrolled that aren't on the list yet. Next slide, please. So as mentioned, Los Al bucks will be delivered via mail. So that's regular mail. They're going to be distributed the very first week of November, and they will be delivered in a unique envelope, as can be seen here, So on the on the left-hand side, you'll see a low sal bucks enclosed, and there's an image of the low sal bucks just to help distinguish that to you, so that it hopefully doesn't get lost with any other paperwork. Next slide, please. So what are some of the do's and don'ts of the program? The do's of the program include the bucks can be used at any business that's participating in the program. The bucks have to be used within the specified time period, which is between Wednesday, November 10th through Sunday, December 19th. At the time of each transaction, the low sal buck or bucks used have to be surrendered to the merchant. You cannot take it with you. You have to leave it with the business at which you are using it. And the low sal buck can be redeemed at a nonprofit store. However, it is not eligible for donation. So what does that mean? We have several local nonprofit organizations, such as the Youth Center, that is getting close to their Christmas tree lot sale. You can certainly use your low sal bucks to purchase that. However, you cannot donate that money. Another example would be Precious Life. You can go into their thrift store and use the low sal buck there, but you cannot donate the value for the buck. Some of the don'ts, that includes the low sal bucks are not redeemable for cash. They cannot be used at certain business types, such as cannabis related, gas stations, home-based businesses, and online food deliveries. Low sal bucks cannot be used for the purchase of lottery tickets, tobacco-related products, or alcohol. The exception to that would be dinner at a restaurant. If you have alcohol with that, that is acceptable. Low sal bucks cannot be duplicated and are not eligible, duplicated bucks are not eligible for redeeming, so you cannot go somewhere and try to get cash out of that buck. And obviously you cannot duplicate a low sal buck for any reason. This section here will talk about businesses. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Alicia.
Morning, thanks for joining. I'm going to dive in and give you a little information on how businesses can participate. So as a business, what do I need to do to become a participant? Los Alamitos businesses interested in participating can come into City Hall or go on the city's website, and there's a participation form and packet that we would need you to fill out along with your W-9. What is the reimbursement process for participating businesses? Participating businesses can submit for reimbursement bi-weekly, and you must submit along with the receipt the low sal bucks. We can't stress this enough. If you do not have the low sal bucks, we will not be able to redeem or reimburse you for the transaction. And then if you do not submit bi-weekly, how long do you have to submit for reimbursement? Businesses will have up to 45 days after the conclusion of the program to submit all the required documentation for reimbursement by the deadline of Thursday, February 24th, 2021 at 5 p.m. And then are there any requirements for becoming a participating businesses? Our participating businesses must have a current Los Alamitos business license with no outstanding items. So those outstanding items could be outstanding fees or any
Not having an active license.
Yeah, not having an active license. So it must be current. And then you must not have any pending code enforcement cases, and that can include any overgrown vegetation or construction without permits or any citations or fees. And then the next slide. And then the the Los Al Bucks will have a UV spot security feature that will allow businesses immediately to spot a fake buck. Certain areas of the buck will have a glossy feature that can't be reproduced. Those glossy areas are those in red, as you can see on the provided buck. And then, Michelle, do you want to go into that? Oh. Okay, and then we did want to stress our last thing was that this program is just for Los Alamitos businesses and residents. So anyone in Los Alamitos jurisdiction is available to use this program, and we hope that you join and your business wants to participate. And then we are going to open it up for any questions that you guys may have.
Before we answer any questions, again, please visit the city's website for the complete rules that we have for the Los Al Bucks program. Okay, and then again, I want to stress that it is for Los Alamitos residents. So if you live in Cypress, for instance, but your child goes to a Los Alamitos Unified School District school, that is not considered a resident. You have to live physically in the city of Los Alamitos to receive the bucks. And again, you have to be a business, again, within the city of Los Alamitos to be part of this program. As you can see there, if you have any questions that you think of later on today, or like me, a lot of times I think about it in the middle of the night, please contact Michelle Mueller over here. You see her email address and her phone number. And again, thank you. We encourage you guys to use this and go through the full extent of utilizing this program. And again, we will have answer any questions.
I have a brief question. Besides the glossiness, as you're mentioning on the certificates, because I would be concerned about fraud of, someone trying to duplicate them and then trying to bring them in and then not getting, and for us not getting reimbursed and training our staff to identify these. Is there some other things that we as businesses can look for in terms of, are they numerated? Is there a limit to a number that someone would be getting? So if someone comes in with $200 worth of bucks, should we be suspicious? Things like that?
Certainly. I mean, we're pretty confident with the security feature that we selected. As you saw, I think from the previous slide, it's covering a significant amount of the buck to where if you see that it's not shiny, you'll know right then and there that it's a copy. But outside of that, unfortunately for this round, we didn't include a serial number on the buck. It is going to be printed on like a thicker paper, and each household is only receiving $50. So that's 5 Los Al bucks. So I mean, those are kind of other guidances that perhaps hopefully will assist in being able to filter in the event that somebody does try to do that. But hopefully doesn't happen at all if barely anybody tries to do that.
And then a second follow-up on the reimbursement side, when we submit the Los Al bucks, we need to attach a receipt for every transaction, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And then regarding the reimbursement, just to kind of reiterate that you can drop off your paperwork, every week. However, we do issue the reimbursements bi-weekly, or if you want to wait at the end of the program, that's at your discretion, but we're certainly here to accept that if you want to drop it off sooner.
And we apologize. There's some construction happening, so I was trying to go through it quickly. But if you guys had any questions, feel free to call us. Michelle is available, and I am available, and I still am visiting businesses as well. So if you wanted me to come by and chat about the program, I would more than love to do that.
We drop off the bi-weekly, we can drop off bi-weekly the bucks at the city hall that's next to the police station?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can come by anytime between 7:30 and 5:30 6:30. Leave them at the counter. We'll have paperwork there for the receptionist or anybody, or Alicia or myself, just so that we can get that paperwork from you whenever it is that you do come in.
I
Sarah?
see a hand up here.
Yes.
And I don't know if they have a question. It's to Sarah Ho. Does Sarah Ho have a question?
Yeah, hi. I had a question about, do you guys have any, I guess, pamphlets or something like a display that we could post near the cashiering register that shows the table of like the increments of how much they need to spend? That would just make it easier on the customer to just like see, and then us as the workers to describe it to them.
Absolutely. In each packet, we did include a copy of that chart, but it is also accessible on our website, or we can email it to you or drop it off. Whatever's of most convenience to you, we're happy to do that.
Yeah, dropping it off would be great. Those, somehow I survived this long without a printer. But that'd be great. And then I guess like at the front, I'm not sure how big that window sticker is, or if it could be easily seen from far away.
It can, it's about 3 by 10. So 3 inches by about 10 inches. It's
Okay.
pretty big.
Got it. Awesome. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, are there any other questions? Again, if you think of a question later on today, again, please feel free to reach out to the city. Michelle's available, Alicia's available. Again, you see the email and the phone number there. Spread the word. The city's trying our best to spread the word via our social media platforms. We took ads in the local paper. We have email blasts going on, etc. So again, spread the word if you can. I think this is an exciting program. We're very fortunate that our council has approved the use of the ARPA money to support local businesses here in Los Alamitos, and again, to provide residents an opportunity to, have some fun with some money so they can go out there and enjoy a night out at a restaurant or shop local. So again, the next 2 months, November, December, our big thing in the city is shop local, support Los Alamitos. All right. So again, if there's no further questions, we thank you for your time today. And again, contact us if you need anything. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for doing this.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.